And good morning to you. It's 8:10. Scott Walker joins us from the Walker Financial Group from time to time. And interesting topic today because we're a few days away from Valentine's Day, Scott.
Oh, my favorite holiday.
Exactly. And a lot of folks, of course, focusing on their relationships with their spouses and significant others. You say, though, this is a great time to at least start thinking about the financial relationship and having that discussion.
Well, of course. I mean, people don't realize it, but most divorces are caused by disagreements over the financial health of the relationship. We just do it. And this is one of those issues, I want to tell you, I'm not perfect on. So do as I say, not as I do, because we all, have our ups and downs in this. But I do know that if you have open conversation about it, you're usually better off.
Well, it's one of those things, too. I mean, you have to be able to approach the subject in a way that both people are going to get something out of the conversation, right?
Of course. I mean, if you go to my website, there's a little questionnaire that kind of gives you a starting point to see where you're really agreeing or disagreeing. Mm-hmm. And I really suggest that you go to WGIFS.com and they'll help you do that.
So we talked about finding some compromise. You say it is actually a good thing to pool your money together.
It is. I mean, you can't have yours and mine in any relationship. You got to have the compromise. You are in a relationship, so you're all in this together, so you just will pool the money.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Makes sense. And it's interesting, too, you talk about being honest. You say this is a conversation that you really ought to have maybe twice a year.
At least.
Schedule it.
And if not, maybe you ought to do it on a regular basis. I mean, be honest with each other, what you're doing with the money. One key that you've got to work on together, though, is to eliminate your debt. Mm-hmm. That is the biggest killer to your financial health, if anything else, for most Americans, is their debt. And if you control that together, this relationship becomes a little simpler.
Okay, Mr. Genius, let me ask you one question. This is from my personal point of view. How do I get my wife more involved in the finances? Because she just doesn't care sometimes. She doesn't care about it.
Well, I'm not a genius when it comes to that. When you figure that one out, we'll write the book and we can both retire. But that said, I do know this. Sometimes when you demand that interaction, it'll never happen.
Okay. So you're saying
that one in mind.
So you're saying I shouldn't push it, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Don't push it.
All right. Well, anyway,
you'll lose.
Some great tips from Scott. We'll put a link for you at kwch.com so that you can see some of the great tips that Scott's got in terms of financial relationships. Because as you said, it is really important because this is the leading cause of divorce.
Oh, it is.
Arguments about money.
Most of the time, even in my day-to-day practice, I become the go-between between a husband and wife because it's not uncommon because we both have different risk tolerances and different attitudes about it, but you key word here, learn to talk to each other.
There you go. So he's a part-time financial advisor, part-time marriage counselor.
Yeah, sometimes.
All right, Scott Walker, thanks so much.